U.S. Army AH-64E Apache attack helicopters are now being equipped with the service's Common Infrared Countermeasures Self-Protection System, or CIRCM. A directional infrared countermeasures system, Common Infrared Countermeasures Self-Protection System, gives the helicopters a valuable additional layer of defense against incoming heat-seeking, short-range surface-to-air missiles. This includes shoulder-fired types referred to as man-portable air defense systems, or MANPADS, which present very real threats on modern battlefields, as has been most recently highlighted in the course of the ongoing war in Ukraine. It is unclear when the Army first began installing CIRCM systems on its AH-64E. Pictures available through the U.S. military's Defense Visual Information Distribution Service website show Apaches with the system, including examples forward deployed in the Middle East, at least as far back as October 2022. The following month, the Army announced that CIRCM had reached initial operational capability after being fitted to more than 100 unspecified aircraft. The Northrop Grumman-made defensive system, which entered full-rate production for the Army in May 2021, is also known to be in use on the service's UH-60 Black Hawk utility helicopters. The Army has said in the past that the plan is to eventually integrate it onto its CH-47F Chinook heavy-lift helicopters, but it's unclear if that process has started. The complete CIRCM system includes a centralized control unit and a pair of pointer or trackers, each of which consists of a turreted assembly underneath a glass dome that directs a laser beam onto the seeker head of an incoming infrared homing missile. The beam then blinds or otherwise confuses the seeker, throwing the missile off course. On the AH-64E, the pointer or trackers are installed on the helicopter via sponsons attached to the tips of its stub wings. On Army UH-60s, the system is cued to incoming threats by the existing AN/AR-57 Common Missile Warning System (CMWS), a separate array of electro-optical sensors that provides alerts about incoming heat-seeking missiles and hostile ground fire on those helicopters. While we don't know for sure, a similar arrangement is likely used on the AH-64E, which is also equipped with the CMWS warning sensors are also seen on the sponsons that hold the pointer or trackers. With CIRCM installed, the Apache, like the Army's Black Hawks, still retain their ability to carry dispenser buckets for decoy flares and chaff. The integration of CIRCM on Army Apaches is the latest development in the service's efforts to integrate a DIRCM system of some kind onto these helicopters, among others, which has been something of a saga dating back to at least 2015. That year, the service began its search for a standardized DIRCM system for its helicopters in response to an urgent operational request from Special Operations Forces in the Middle East. The value of integrating some kind of DIRCM system onto the Army's AH-64s, among other helicopters, certainly hasn't diminished over the years. Russia's war on Ukraine has only underscored the threat that short-range heat-seeking missiles, especially MANPADS, among other air defense systems, pose to helicopters and other aircraft on modern battlefields. Both Russian and Ukrainian helicopter forces, among other components of their respective air arms, have suffered significant losses in the course of the fighting to date. MANPADS are continuing to proliferate around the world, including among non-state actors too. The Army is, of course, also in the process of a larger overarching effort to acquire replacements for at least a large portion of its AH-64s and UH-60s, and potentially its C-847s, through its Future Vertical Lift Initiative. In December 2022, the service announced that it had selected a tilt rotor design from Bell based on the company's V-280 Valor as the winner of its future long-range assault aircraft competition, a design that is now expected to replace most, if not all, of its Black Hawks. Sikorsky, now a division of Lockheed Martin, which together with Boeing had offered an advanced compound helicopter called the Defiant X, is now protesting that contract award. A large number of the Army's AH-64s are set to be replaced by the winner of this separate Future Attack Reconnaissance Aircraft FARA competition. Sikorsky's Raider X and Bell's 360 Invictus are vying for that contract. Boeing is also pitching a major upgrade package for the Apache. Whatever ultimately happens to the Army's Apache fleet, a significant number of those helicopters are set to continue flying for years to come, and they are now receiving an important new defensive upgrade in the form of CIRCM.
Yeah, give me a big smile, guys. Welcome. Thank you, Mom.
Good job. Very good. Thank you.
It's been a lot of work to get to this point. All right, these two gentlemen brought it home today. But listen, from the tag, Colonel Fiddler, like everybody before us has put in a ton of sweat equity into making the day possible. Hopefully, this secures the future of the South Carolina National Guard and the attack aviation community for many, many years to come. But we cannot let it rest. We have to continue to perform at the level that we're used to performing at if we expect to keep this asset in the state and continue to move forward into the future. I want to thank these two guys for the last 3 or 4 days of flying across country through weather, all kind of stuff, right?
What a great day for the South Carolina National Guard, Army National Guard, and for Army Aviation. As Colonel Fiddler noted, this is a huge step in terms of securing the future of attack aviation here in South Carolina. Going back to Robinson, 34 years ago, the first Alpha model coming in. So obviously a huge investment in terms of talent that has been made in this state. And I just want to thank all of you who have helped make this day possible. Looking back over time, as Jay and I were talking a little bit ago, there were some moments I was concerned that this was going to happen. You look at COVID, you look at politics, you look at a whole host of things that could have found a way to get into the process, a process that should always be determined by who is the best qualified, best capable of building equipment of this nature. And hands down, y'all are. And that doesn't come just from this group of people. It started generationally before, setting an attitude and a culture of excellence, and see it demonstrated all the time, and just really appreciate what you do and what you make happen. Just want to thank all of you and your families for being a part of this. So thank you, appreciate it.